Hey guys, what's going on? Dream Reaver 23 here, also known as the Nerdy Gentleman, because apparently I can't get that right lately. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing well myself. Thank you so much for asking. I know you did. Let's go ahead and pause that. Pop that up. Good to go. And let's get into the verse. Hoy. So, quite a day. Quite a day. I do apologize for the lack of content lately. Excuse me. Should have muted that. I need to pull this closer, actually. I've been sick for like the past week and a half, something like that. I don't know. It's been ridiculous. I've been out of work for the past 2 days. I'm just trying to recover, which is never fun for anyone. So yeah, there's that. And then just another thing is waiting for the build to get stable enough to where they're not, doing wipes or partial wipes or anything like that. So different things. Let's see if we can go through and get into the system here. Jaron, my buddy Panda was actually running to that. He was getting that the 40,014 error as well, and no idea why. Apparently, a lot of people on Concierge and stuff like that, and in general on Spectrum, were having the same problem. And the shitty part is they go through and they have like that default that says, "Yeah, it's check your porter your router port and see if that fixes it." That's if you've never had a problem up until the last day or so, and all the years of playing and backing the game, like then something didn't magically change to where it's just like, oh, it's the router. No, check your router. It's probably your router. Yeah. So that's a bit annoying getting with that error coming online, and then the even more annoying part being that they're just like, oh, it's probably your router. I need to hop down to the refinery and grab a tractor beam attachment. So I actually did the math a little bit earlier. I was talking with my buddy Panda, and while I am definitely a huge fan of being able to go through and craft the pyro multi-tool, and then the tractor beam attachment. Yeah, so Jaron, whenever I looked on the issue council site, they had a post that got posted on the 16th of March. Like if you just literally type in Google Star Citizen 40,014 or whatever for the error, they have an issue council post from March 16th, I think it was, and they said, "Hey, this has been popping up. We're doing investigations to figure out, why this is popping up." Da 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 da. But it's related to this, so check your router settings. Is basically what it said. You can look into it, and I think it might have some instructions on what you're supposed to be looking for, but it didn't go into a whole lot of detail for it. But what I'm saying, so the tractor beam here on ARC L1, I think is where we're at right now. The Pyro multi-tool is 520 SCU or AUEC, and the tractor beam is 320 AUEC, right? So less than 1,000 AUEC. That's what, 840 roughly. I think right now, if you go through across the verse in different places, it averages to about 1,000 credits. Well, for you to go through and make a Pyro multi-tool and the tractor beam attachment using the RMC that you would get off the Vulture, that's 1 SCU of RMC to go through and make the Pyro multi-tool, and 0.2 SCU to make the tractor beam attachment. Yeah, that's like 9,200 SCU or 9,200 alpha UEC worth of materials, cost-wise of materials. Like if you could sell that 1.2 SCU versus just buying it for 1,000. So that's like a net gain, or a net not having to spend 1,000 AUEC, or I'm sorry, 9,200 AUEC versus 1,000. So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense, and I'm trying to not sneeze here. My body's like, "Oh, you need to sneeze. You need to sneeze." What's going on, clone? Wait, are you my clone, or are you just a general clone? Like, what did they clone you off of? Here on the Nerdy Gentleman, we ask the deep questions. I'm assuming you're my clone. Oh, the undersuits or whatever? Or are you talking about the multi-tools? You can be my clone. Well, I swear I bought the torso, right? Purchase complete. Now I'm going to have two of these, watch. Oh, it's because I keep buying the undersuit. Damn it. All let's do is find undersuits at some locations. I do need to go through and just kind of explore down. I might take the vulture down and do that. If you guys are down for that. I should probably buy a weapon. Looks like this is going to give us an error. So, how's everybody in chat doing today? Wolf, Clone, Jerome? Am I saying that right? Is it Jerome, Jaren? An error occurred. Of course it did. Can I buy the multi-tool? Apparently we're going to start just running into this error again. Not to worry. Not to worry. Actually, while I'm down here, I should grab some water.
I need someone from maintenance to get the ventilation control. Ping me when you get there.
Hey, what's going on, Scal? Can I purchase water? Can I quick buy water? Oh, man, what's on? Yeah. As you guys can see, I'm still rocking the hairstyle from recording. My John Doe video, which that was from like a week ago. Like I said, I've been sick for probably about a week and a half. So I haven't been able to really do much of anything. Not much, man. How did you manage to get in? I've been trying for what feels like weeks. I actually haven't been having too much of an issue. Today, Panda and I both were trying to get on. Panda couldn't run into. He was running in with like that 40,014 error, which is a new one today that he started getting. So I don't know. Mine, it didn't seem to have any problems, and I'm grateful for that. But earlier today, when we were both trying to get on, I was having issues too. But then we also couldn't get into like the RSI site, so I think they had server wide problems. All right, okay. Question on the wipe for 3.18.1. I know it's a partial wipe with players keeping in-game money and rep, but no ships. Do the changes in loading ships into the game from your hangar? Wait, and no ships do the. Wait, is there supposed to be a question mark or a comma or something in there somewhere? With the players keeping in-game money and rep, but no ships. Do the changes in loading ships into game from your hangar? I don't know what that means. What's going on, Sasha? We are on live on the PU. Apparently, we're one of the few that aren't having the 40,014 error. Does that mean all your RSI account ships and items are reset? How I understood it was it's going to be a partial wipe in the sense that you're going to keep the money that you earned. Honestly, I think that should be a part of the wipe as well, because there's been an exploit that my buddy Hawks did over on his channel for quadrupling every load that you get of like Quantanium off the prospector, like it's a mining dupe error or bug. Let's go ahead and claim our ship over here.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
So yeah, with that Quantanium, or I guess anything that you mine, duping bug, so you can dupe it once whenever you're going to refine it, and then you can dupe it again when you're loading it onto a hauler ship, right? So with that being there, I mean, honestly, I think they should be doing a fix for that and then a wipe of that money, because literally guys are going out and each Quantanium load they're pulling back in on a prospector, they're going through and they're making $1 million plus off of it. So I don't know, but as I understood it, all the stuff that you buy in game is getting wiped. All the stuff that you have as a backer for your ships and stuff like that should be there, and it should also be doing. From what I understand, it sounds like it's also going to be doing a correction to the ones that for like paint jobs and stuff like that you have that the ships ended up eating them or whatever. Those should be corrected. So like if I were to go right now and buy a new ship or something like that, it would get wiped. I wouldn't have that, so I'm not going to go buy anything. But your Alpha UEC should stay, and your reputation should stay. And they're hopefully getting that out within a week, because a lot of people are having to push stuff back because of this other partial wipe. That's why you sold all your inventories and components. Hell, it makes sense.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
So I think we're going to take our Vulture, and whenever it pops in here, and we're going to go to down on one of the planets and explore. We can probably do Lyria. and just explore around.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
See if we can pick up some extra multi-tools, bring them back to a home planet kind of thing. So we're not having to spend money on them.
Has been delivered to the following location. Please visit.
Well, and sometimes not even on the second time opening. I've had it to where I've had to do it multiple times. That time it worked the second time around. But shouldn't be too bad. There's a bunch of workarounds that people have found for the different stuff. Going in the back because I need to make sure what's back here. Should be nothing since I claimed it, but you never know. Been weirder bugs that have been happening. And I bet there's going to be a bed in my pilot seat, because for some reason that's been happening a lot lately. Oh look, a bed in my pilot seat. I don't even understand that bug. That just seems weird to me.
You are clear to launch.
Alright, let's go look at Shubin Mining Facility over here. Maybe we'll go to a closer one. I don't know, Walla. The ice planet. Simon's and Sons Salvage Center. That looks like a fun place to check out. Did you... hold on one sec. Let me read this.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
I don't know if we can salvage.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Alright, did you know the trick for looting? Double click on things and double click with Shift or Alt. So you should be able to loot things without inventory. Oh, okay. So like if your inventory doesn't load up? Gotcha. Yesterday I found crash parts of a C8R inside the Tressler space station Galleria. Noticed it because the back ramp was there with the medical symbol. Nice. This kind of works out for us because I need to make a tractor beam, so... Or I'm sorry, I need to make the multi-tool. says that there's 58% of the debris left on this thing, but I'm not seeing that. That's why I don't like salvaging ships. One, it salvage is slow as hell. Two, where's all the debris? The thruster, I can get the thruster. Let's see. Let's try switching our trawlers and our braids again. Yeah, that'd be a smart use for them to be able to go through and do that, to where it's like, oh, cool. We'll use the players to go through and clean up the trash. And then also, like, if they're broke down enough after so long, then you know, they disappear, they get blipped out, kind of thing. All right, that's enough of that. I need to go. Wait, there's more over here? Where is this? That's off that way. Alright, nope. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to mess with it. One thing that I wish they would do is allow us to go through and have a spot to where, like, if I can jump back to a certain spot, right? Let me go through. And I know they had the when they were talking about. Also, how's the audio, guys? Is the audio level sounding good? Sounding mixed well? I always ask just because I can't tell from my side. So. The one thing I wish that they would go through and actually implement was whenever they started going through and selling the... what's up, buddy? Whenever they started going through and selling the big ship that goes through and makes the outposts and stuff like that, the Pioneer... No, I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, they also said, like, hey, you can go through and stake your claim with these... basically, it's just an antenna. It sends out a homing device so you can go through and be able to jump to that one specific spot. Cool. Implement those now so that I can go through, and if I find a spot that's got 25 freaking, scrap spots, whatever, right there with it, I can jump back to that specific location, go out, retrieve it, even in, like, EVA to go pick it back up, put it in my pocket, and then redeploy it at a later time. Let me be able to go through and... Yes, thank you, Panda. Let me go through and be able to make my own jump point to where I'm not having to go to specific areas and try to find my way back out to a place. Let me get it to where I can go through and set up a jump point by use of, like, a GPS locator thing, whatever, to say, hey, this is my claim spot. I'm going to jump to my claim spot and be able to share it with my friends if I want to. Game side is a bit light. And I think I do that because I think I have it right now only like 30% or something like that. 40%. It tends to get a little loud on my side if I have it to where it's up too loud. Generally, I don't. But, to follow up on that, Sasha, why? Why is that a pro tip to always keep the in-game chat off when streaming? One, I keep it off mainly just because I can't stand the shit that's talked about in there for the most part. Where the fuck am I flying to? Why is it so far away? Where am I? I was at Crew L1.
Quantum fuel is at 50.
Oh, I remember why. I was gonna try to go out into the air in Halo Belt and see if I can find anything out there, but it's just not as interesting. If I would have known it was Crew L1, I would have went down to Daymar or something. Last week I streamed rock mining. People added users from the chat and joined on the server to find me. Pirates, I shot them down, but since then I will never enable chat again on a stream. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. It's just a way for people to track you down and shit. The session ID up top is also not the greatest thing to be able to be showing. I just generally have it up so I can go through and monitor my FPS and stuff like that while I'm streaming. And check to see if there's like anything with the bandwidth in and out to go through and make sure there's no 30Ks happening. But, I mean, what are you going to do? You can only do so much. Also, that's really dangerous for them to do because that is actually one of the very few things that will, if tracked, will go through and get you a permanent ban from the game.
Quantum fuel is at 50%.
Stream sniping is one of the things that actually is in the seen as griefing, and will get you a ban from the game, a banned account from the game on the Star Citizen website. Granted, trying to go through and find all of it is kind of stuff. Yeah, it's actually one of the things that's actually listed because that's one of their forms of griefing that actually is documented on their rules of end user license agreement shit that will actually get you a permanent ban.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Oh, looks like we're on the day side of the planet. Well, kind of just barely, but that's because you can't log in.
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah, yeah. If you have that video, you could go through and report them, give the names, give the link to the video details and everything. Yeah, you absolutely could. Wait, are there people there? Are there multiple people there? Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's what this is. A Cutlass Black and a Freelancer Max, though. Or a couple Freelancer Maxes? Right now I'm trying to see if there's anybody around. They are shielded. Why isn't my targeting working?
Landing gear down. Landing complete. Engines offline.
I got 3 white dots and a couple blue dots. I also don't have like any weapons. Hello? Anyone over here? That's not ominous. That's what I'm assuming, but like so far nothing's open.
Hey guys, is anybody in there?
It does sound like somebody's in the ship. The hard thing is you can't see inside the mist, the freelancer. The nomad's open. They got some RMC in there. It looked like RMC. That's the Nomad. But it is open. The smart thing would probably be to just take off. I don't have any. I don't have my pyro tool on me. I couldn't buy one. I kept getting the error. Open up. Yeah, if you punch open door, you can punch open doors. It's just an amount of damage that you're doing to them.
Engines online. Launch complete. Landing gear up.
It doesn't look like he has anything in there. So I'm wondering, like, what's the difference on the HUD for the blue versus the white? I don't have enough salvage in my ship. Hey, mama. See, that's kind of how I understood it, but in that, but wouldn't that make it to where this one right here is white? So that would mean abandoned. Gotcha.
Your systems are online. Engines up.
Wait, since I have this ship now, like, since I took the ship, does that mean that if I landed this over there, that I could sell? I don't think that's how it works, but like, we know this ship is empty.
Friendly fire.
Well, this is a new NQA terminal. That's why I was asking. There we go.
Launch complete. Landing complete.
I really wish I had a weapon. I don't see any boxes around here or nothing. And my ship's parked kind of high, so I have to try to figure out how to get back up to my ship. Inventory, vehicles. Nothing. Damn it. Move the other ship over from the elevated side.
Launch complete.
Yeah, I know. I just need a freaking pyro multi-tool. All right. No! Oh, son of a bitch. You're really out of breath boxing. Mm. Today on Dreams Goofy Ideas. All right, let's try this. I don't know if it'll work. Probably not. Why are you moving around, Box? You ain't supposed to be moving around. Oh, because it's a slope. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it great? The adventures we have in Star Citizen. Come on, put up your dukes. Put up your dukes. Do you have me out as a friend, Wolf? What's going on, Heisenberg? How you doing, baby? We are doing good. We're just punching a ship. What? Don't you ever punch ships, huh? That's what you gotta do, son. Gotta go in there like a contender. I could have been a contender. Bam! Oh. Why can't you jump and punch? Oh, shit. Well. I could have been a contender. But if you grab the bottom one, does it also pick up the top? Of course it doesn't. That would be too easy. So, we came out just to explore the, what's this place called? But no questions asked over here on Walla. I don't even know where I'm at. I am here. Samson and Son Salvage Services. Salvage Center. No, my ship. Do you see the vulture over there? The red one? That's mine because I was trying to jump back and forth between the ships and fell off somehow because gravity. So in trying to commandeer another ship, we find ourselves in our current situation. Damn it! And I don't have a tractor beam, or all of this would have been a lot simpler. I was trying to buy a tractor beam in game, like at a shop, but it wouldn't let me. So, you know, there's that. These are like the loudest junk piles ever. Oh, what do we got in here? Loot it. Come on. We got medical stuff. I mean, I'll take it. It doesn't help right now, though. Move all. There we go. No, that's the only one that we have that's lootable. And it didn't have anything for us. Hi, do I have you on my friends list? I don't think I do. I don't think I have anybody on here. I should be... I don't even know what my... ADM underscore Dreamreaver? I think that might be me. I don't know. People find me, so... I know there's that much. I get people adding me to the list all the time. More than anything, I was just interested in an adventure of going around and trying to find stuff and do things. How come I can make that jump, but I can't make... I don't care. There's a medical gown out here? Why is there a medical gown out here? We're in space. Oh my god, I just landed on the ship. Alright. We're gonna parkour our way onto this thing. No, slow down, slow down, slow. Slow, 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 slow. Come on, give me all your money. You owe me lunch money. Wait a second. Can I get... Okay. Alright. A new idea. New idea. Punch, 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 punch. I'm punching a ship, can't you tell? And I'm getting really, really tired. Whew. 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 Alright, we're gonna go back and get those boxes. Where's those boxes? Nice, you got the wheel fixed. That's good. We're gonna figure this out, all right? Don't give me that talk. I heard the tone, clone. Okay, it was that was a very much a Okay. Yeah, I heard it. I heard it all the way over here through a Libri or whatever the chat is that they use on YouTube. I don't know what it is. Yes. This is what do they call it? Emergent gameplay at its finest. So we stand on box, yes, and then we punch. Come, box, move closer. I need to use you to stand. We move box closer. We stand on box. We punched the sheep. I need it to be just a little bit taller. Ow! For friends requests, I can give you a lift to your ship, part of my rescue training. I mean, I'm always down for anything. I think Heisenberg's on his way over. Right now, I'm more interested in trying to go through and figure out how I can go through and get in, disable shields, salvage, move all the shit from that other one. Okay. So we know that from somewhere over here, we might be able to go through and jump on top of the freelancer, because this one, the back is open just a smidge. Damn it, missed it. Hey, is that you up there? Heisenberg?
Hello? This is nerdy gentleman here. I'm friendly, I am unarmed. Totally unarmed. Can you give me a lift to my Drake Vulture that's flying in the air over there? Is that a no? Seriously, though. Asshole. Oh, fuck yeah, I can make it. Ah, damn it, jumped off the side. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Ah, damn it. Yeah, that's probably a good call. He probably is. Yeah, baby. Is there any inventory on this ship? None that I can see. Okay. Well, that works out.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
Is that what it said? Bubble's ship? There's a part of me that wants to do that, but no, he'll probably end up shooting me, but since I damaged that one's really slow. What the fuck is that? Eisenberg, I hope that's you flying above. I have this weird stacking thing that's going on over here. Eyes, is that you in the Corsair? It's so ridiculous. Oh man. Yay! Oh man. Oh man. Hi, that's you. Send me a party invite, Heis. I could also probably just join your. Are you on yours? Oh, you're not.
Hey, buddy. What's that Corsair doing? Do you see that shit too? The Corsair is just kind of floating awkwardly. Guys, do you happen to have a tractor beam? Or no, a pyro multi-tool? Like that Corsair's just floating. Like it doesn't even have anybody in there, I don't think, because it's just floating awkwardly in space. Damn it. Alright, so I got another idea.
Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Friendly fire.
If I can salvage enough of this, I can make a multi-tool.
Friendly fire. Friendly fire.
Okay.
Friendly fire.
For some reason, it's not letting me... There we go. Alright. So now... Still shielded? How? How is it fucking still shielded?
Friendly fire. Shield system is hit.
That's better. That's sounding a bit different. Okay. Well, I'm only gonna grab one, so that I can go through and make a. Oh, actually, I need to put it on to turn off the auto eject. Wait, did it not open? Where are you at? I'll just land so you can. Wait, there's two people down there. Oh, one of them is you. Okay. Guys, is that you on the side? I'm assuming you already got in. Yeah, if you can make a tractor beam, like, if you turn off the auto eject, what do I have it set up as? If you turn off the auto eject function, then you can go through and make it to where whenever it gets to 100%, you can go through and force it to create a tractor, the pyro tool. But you have to turn off the auto eject function.
I turned it off.
Thank you, sir.
I have a tractor.
Yeah, see, I have the tractor beam. I don't have the multi-tool, which is stupid. I couldn't buy it because I got the little bug in the over at the shops, so I couldn't buy it.
Yeah, you can almost make one, I think. You need the multi-tool itself?
Yeah, the multi-tool itself.
Alright, it's creating one. There's one down here.
Hey, buddy. So the whole reason why we're doing this is inside the Cutlass Black. I don't know if you were here for that part. The Cutlass Black is filled with something that I want to pull onto this ship and be able to sell here at the No Questions Asked terminal. But then I didn't have multi-tool, and it was a whole... It's been about an hour of trying to figure out how to get back to my ship.
So we need to get stuff out of the black?
Yeah, the Cuddy Black has... Like, it's got an inventory full of something. I don't know what the hell it is, though.
Alright, yeah, we'll do that.
So my thoughts were if I can go through and like set across to where it's not on the ground, basically, then I can just tractor beam them over to this, and then land, go inside, and sell. You know what I mean? Because there's now more ships are showing up over here, and I'm like, hey, that's I don't know what's going on.
We'll give it a shot.
Can you tell what it is?
No.
I wonder if that Corsair just got abandoned too, because that shit's just floating weird and bouncing around. MGW.
Yeah, I can't tell what it is, but it's definitely something. Scrap maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. Yeah, I don't. I was trying to go through and look at
Hopefully
it.
it's drugs.
Yeah, because then I can go. Because I mean, I'm literally going to be putting them in here and just landing and selling with no questions asked. If it is drugs, but I thought drugs came in different. Well, I guess I've never seen them outside of like the individual packages. You should see inventory now. So you're saying like if I get out of my ship, or if I get into my ship and I go to inventory, I should be able to go through and see what I have stored on here. Or are you talking about like whenever I go to a terminal? Do you know how many more there are? Damn, there's still quite a few over there. I'm just gonna get out of your way. I don't want to get incapacitated. Hey, bud, we'll talk more. Hopefully this shit will get fixed out. I haven't seen it happen before. I don't know what this error is weird. Highs is freaking loading that shit up.
One more bar.
Okay. Do you want me to try to back up a bit and then you can hop across to that other ship and then I can because I don't know if I can land. Yeah, it might work out well. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, either or. Whatever you want to do.
Let's go ahead and land and I don't want you to go through and try to make a jump and then not be able to jump. And then once I get down, just hop out and I'll close this up so if anybody else runs up, they're not going to go through and be able to get into the ship.
Yeah.
I hope he made it out because did you make it out?
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay, all right. On my screen, you kind of just got sucked up into the tail. Let's see what the hell it is. It's slam, bro.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good payday.
173.
That's probably 700K in that hoodie.
I'll keep these numbers up and we'll split it.
Oh, I'm set for now. I got 11 mil on me. It's all you.
Transaction cost mismatch. Do you think we should just bring that cuddy down to ground level and then load it in that way? I don't see anybody else around here, so. Yeah, that was a great sell.
Actually, if you open the back, I can load it like this.
Give me a sec. All right. I just got launched out of the ship.
Nice little payday. Selling some loot. The crazy thing is that I can also go through and just shoot down the ships or turn off the shields and then salvage the ships too. With my vulture.
Yeah. If you bring me up to that ramp, I can hop in and turn off the shields.
Yeah, let me run inside and sell this real quick. Yeah, too far. So, yeah, there was quite a bit more of that, Sasha. Come on. So, the cargo only had to be 174, 5. $190. $95. 2. So plus 285. Shit, man. That was 774K right there. Do you want to do it through the back? Might be easiest. I know, fan. It sucks too because we've tried so many times, so many different ways. We've had times where we've gotten in, but then everything would be bugged in the game. All right, can you make that across? Oh, he's already in. Wait. That was scary.
Landing gear up.
Is he going to bring it closer to the ground or? Which side's the front? That's okay. Salvage away. I'll turn off the ship when needed. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Friendly fire.
Let's bring the speed down a little bit. How much can that ship take before it's before it just falls apart? You know what I mean? Yeah, no, it's nuts. I didn't have to buy any of that slam. I just found it on some abandoned ships here at the. I mean, it looks like they were really close to getting here to sell, and then just never logged back in. I guess? Question mark. Yep. That's it. It's still not on auto eject, so I gotta run. I gotta run back there to close it or to transfer it. There we go. And auto eject is on. Cool. Yeah, that could happen too. Or maybe they got really pissed off because they were in a gown, like a med gown. Contact. Oh, that's the little ship beside us, I think. How much can be salvaged off a ship before it becomes unviable? The slam was worth 774,500 credits. Which is nuts. Run on a skeleton of a ship over here. Alright, eject. It's so crazy that the ship is still flying or flyable right now to me. Hey, Wolf, I appreciate you being around, bud. Did you end up sending me a friend request in-game? If not, if you did, I'll see it whenever I get back out to the main screen. Have a good night, bud. All right, all right. Take it easy. Have a good night. It's like we got it on a spit. Heise is going over there and just turning where it needs to be. I've never seen a flyable ship that's like a complete skeleton, other than whenever it's buggy. So that's hilarious to me. I gotta go move the ejected box. Think we can scrap on a ship to make it look damaged for SC Cinema? You definitely could. Especially with the hand tool one, you can go through and do some good battle damage on there. Elf, what's up, buddy? You've missed an eventful stream. So far, we've came down to Samson and Sons or whatever, and found 4 ships here. One of which was a Cutlass Black that had like 750,000 or 775,000 credits worth of slam in it. Which typically I don't run drugs, but whenever they're right there, already at the place to go through, and you can't say no to that. And then now we're just Heisenberg is helping me from Heisenberg from the SC homies. He's helping me go through and salvage the ship while it's still flying in the air, and we're salvaging the crap out of it. And so it literally looks like a floating skeleton, but he's still able to fly it. Somehow. Had a few guests this weekend. Today was chore day, but now I got some time to myself. It's not friendly fire. Shut up. I'll hang out with you for a bit. Well, it's always good to have some time to yourself. The days whenever it's time for myself, or like if me and the wife get to spend any time with each other, is generally a day where we do a lazy day, watch a movie, get some laundry done, stuff like that. So yeah, kind of chore day. We've both been actually sick for the past like week and a half. She was out of work for last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And then I'm going back to work tomorrow. I am doing a bit better. Still have like a sinus infection or something. I don't know what's going on. It's just like this weird, crappy thing. But I've been sick for like the past week and a half, something like that. So. Not a lot of bueno. I think citizen science needs to know. I don't know if you can jump systems with no skin on your ship. Well, because I'm not targeting any specific systems. I mean, right now I'm salvaging an engine. Highs, what's it look like on your screen? The hull is red? Well, I would assume so. I mean, honestly, there's not much left of the hull on the outside. One sec. Yeah, it's all red. I don't know. Like I said, this is nuts to me. That it's just like you're still able to fly the ship. That it still has function. I mean, granted, all you did was turn the shield off, but let's get surgical. Yeah, there's nothing left for me to scrape off of this thing. Look at that thing. It's that's nuts looking, bro. Did I miss these? No, they're empty as well. Oh, so crazy. And like the front little uh winglets.
Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Friendly fire.
That's so freaking crazy.
Landing gear down. Landing complete. Launch complete. Landing complete.
So that altogether was 800,000 because I just sold another 31K of slam. And then the SCU, the RMC. Yeah, not bad take. I'm I'm not I'm not sure what's happening. I want to move my ship.
Landing gear up. Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Friendly fire.
Why can't I target?
Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Friendly fire.
There we go. Yeah, they do. Guys, can you hop in the back of the ship and I can try to drop you off inside the MSR? Sorry, Miss Freelancer. Also, I just noticed there's a. Oh, you already got in. Well, I'll be damned. Never mind. Was there stuff in there? Apparently. Okay. This way.
Yeah, it looks like more drugs.
It's fucking nuts. This has been a crazy, weird Star Citizen experience, I gotta say. It's good that there's a pretty good range on the tractor beam. I don't think I'm going to salvage that one because I hear somebody flying around. Also, I didn't notice there's a Cuddy Black over here on the side that I didn't notice before. Because that's not the same one that we salvaged over there.
Landing gear down. Landing complete.
Take it easy, Elf. Quite a silly day.
Hell yeah.
It's locked. I wonder if it's because it's not on grid, but that doesn't make sense. That's actually pretty well stacked on grid. Yeah, it's not letting me sell it for some reason. It's got like the locked symbol on there.
You can only sell so many per hour. You might have to wait for it to tick again.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, because it's under the no demand section. I got you. I got you. Sweet. All right. Man, this thing is tore to shreds. Look at this guy. I have some water on me. Carry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Oh man, right now I'm trying to go through and drink, but it's not letting me. The server has been getting kind of a bit more laggy as we've been playing, but
Yeah, it might be wise to server hop. This cuddy right here is actually owned by the same guy as that other cuddy was.
really.
Yeah, I've seen the same name when I joined his ship. Something with a Z.
Oh, Zeker or something like that. Zirkle.
Yeah.
Zephyr, something like that, yeah. See that.
You can lay in my Pisces if water's not working.
Yeah, the pot, water and food. My food is yellow.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it'll fill both the med bed.
this one got beat up a lot too, and I'm wondering if that is looks like fired, like it got damaged from gunfire or whatever on that one, because that's not like whenever I salvaged that one, you know, it became a skeleton. That one looks like it's got shit blown out of it.
Not sure. The guy was definitely running drugs though.
Oh yeah, that was a huge freaking score of them.
That Corsair's still up there.
I didn't even think to look at the back of that one. That was, and that one showed up a while after I got here, and I thought it was you coming in. I didn't know what you'd be showing up in. How maybe we should one heal and then cruise up there and just take a gander.
Yeah, we can gander.
I'm hurting. I do really like my Pisces. I just don't ever do any of the medical gameplay just because it always seems like a front for like piracy shit.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. Maybe 1 in 10 calls is fake.
Oh, is that all? It's not that bad then. Okay,
Yeah, it's
I
not as
haven't.
bad as
I've,
you'd
I've
think.
just seen all the horror stories, and I'm like, well.
Usually, if it's sus, you'll pick up on something.
Yeah. I do really like the org, the like you can go on their website and everything like that. And do you want to fly us up there to that Corsair?
Yeah. I gotta lay down too.
Oh, gotcha.
You talking about med runners?
Mad Runners, yeah. That's I mean that's just really cool, and they come in like fucking SWAT too. Like they will shoot you,
Yeah.
incapacitate you, drag you back, and make sure you're good. You know, strip any weapons from you and heal you, and then take you back to where you need to go. Like they don't play around, and I'm like that's how it should be probably because you don't know what's going to happen out there.
Right. Plus, I'm a big fan of like fleet and multi-crew gameplay.
Yeah. So most of my ships are the Argo Mole, the Caterpillar, the Expanse, which is not out yet, the Vulture, which granted the Vulture is not technically multi-crew, but honestly, it's multi-crew. You know what I mean? Like you kind of need to have two people. You can do it with one, but more efficient with two.
Right.
So I don't know. There's a lot of really cool stuff that I do like about the multi-crew ships, and I do think that they really need to go through and introduce a miner that's in between the Prospector and I'm sorry, a Salvager that's in between the Vulture and the Reclaimer. Yeah, because like it's the Reclaimer is way too big. Even if
I'm sure there'll eventually be something.
I'm sure they will. I wonder what manufacturer will make it though.
Yeah, probably Misk, I'd imagine.
What other ships does Aegis make? Don't they make like the combat ships mainly, right? Like the Aegis Gladius and Gladiator and.
Yep. They make those. They make a lot of shit. Nothing I can think of off the top of my head, but. There we go. Oh yeah, there's some boxes in there. You wanna bring your Vulture up?
Yeah, sure.
So I don't got no cargo in here.
That's the one thing about the Pisces that I'm like, I wish it was just a little. It had at least 2 storage units. You know what I mean? Like not a lot. Give me like 2 SCU of storage. Thank you. All right, I will Open it up. I probably should have just gone through the back, but yeah. I like using the side ladder. Don't judge me, guys. You're in, I take it. I just pushed the button because I thought it was down. Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, because it didn't let me sell. We'll have room. We'll have room. I hope we'll have room. Honestly, I hope we won't have room.
Yeah, there's a bug going around, so that's why everyone's selling Slam right now.
What's the bug?
So basically, when you go to buy cargo, right? You can buy less than an SCU's worth, like a fraction of an SCU, but it'll still load a full SCU box into your ship. So you just go to buy drugs and you buy a fraction of a box at a time, fill up your ship for way less than you should have paid, and then sell it for max profit. That's why people are using Slam, because it's worth a lot.
I see.
Which I would imagine that's why all this Slam's here, that people just left. They experienced a bug or died or something and just fucking left it.
Yeah.
Because they probably didn't pay jack shit for it.
So one thing they've talked about before on, I want to say it was like the SCL, like the Star Citizen Live or whatever, but they were talking about at one point in time, in the future, way in the future, people that go through and pirate ships or find abandoned ships and stuff like that, actually being able to go through and get into those ships, and they talked about going through and using like hacking tools or something like that to be able to go through and get into the ships, take over the ships, but then actually being able to go through and like fly those around, flying them into more questionable storage areas for ships, but being able to go through and use those, and then also to have like a form of insurance that they can go through and purchase in game, with AU or UEC in game to be able to
they
go through
intend
and,
for you to be able to find a wrecked ship and fix it up, and now it's your ship.
Yeah, and I'm like, cool, that sounds great, and I know that's something that, is obviously way off, right? I know
Actually, there's a behemoth fucking ship. I think it's the Bengal, maybe, that
Oh
you
yeah,
won't be able to buy, but it'll be extremely rare. But there will be salvage wrecks out there, and you apparently it'll take like multiple orgs to come together to repair the thing and make it usable. But it's like the most OP ship in the game.
that's crazy. So the Bengal is one of those ones that they're planning to go through and have it to. Is that everything in there? I don't see anything.
Yeah, that's everything.
The Bengal is the one that they're looking at trying to go through and have as.
Yeah, it'll be rare as fuck to ever see
in-game
one,
kind of thing.
probably. Yeah, they've never sold one before.
Yeah.
It's either the Bengal or the Liberator. It's one of them. They're fucking massive, like Javelin or bigger size.
Right. That's fucking nuts. That's really cool though. Like that they're wanting to do something with that. Like, and I think that we're getting a step further. So you saw the tractor beam episode of Inside Star Citizen or whatever last week.
I missed it.
So the tractor beams in 3.19, this is what they're saying, is they're looking at going through and having it to where the tractor
you can
beams.
take components out and shit.
Yeah.
Landing complete.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Well,
that's like a
brings
next
another
step into
thing
it.
in is engineering. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see how they implement that. I
There's a
imagine
lot
it'll
of
be like
stuff.
Among Us, but more in depth with like little tasks and shit you got to do.
Yeah, and like, so there's two sides. Like the biggest things that I've seen from kind of like the community at large is there's people that are like, why does that need to be a thing? Like I don't want to have to deal with all that stuff. And I'm like, that's kind of the whole point. Is like, if you're wanting just an arcade fly around experience, that's not what the end game is going to look like. Like there's going to be stuff where you're engineering. You're going to need people to go through and take care of your ship whenever it's getting damaged. There's going to be repair stuff with like the salvage, and I'm interested to see where that moves on forward. There's going to be things like org gameplay to where they'll be set up and contracts, and people be able to go through and like have ships as like organizational ships to where other people inside the org can go through and rent or borrow the ships to go through and do stuff, and then whenever they make sales, part of that will
That'll
go
be
towards the
nice.
org. Like there's all that gameplay, and I'm like, yes, let's fucking make it happen. Like this sounds amazing. But
They definitely need to come out with more shit that is like multi-crew friendly, to where it's like you can make more money by getting together with 10 guys and doing certain stuff that pays
yeah,
more, but you need people. Because now it's
yeah,
kind of it's a pay cut to play with people.
it is, and I think they're moving in a good direction in the sense of like, and I know people lost their shit with uh the 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 mole and having it towards like the three prospectors versus a single mole, and like I understood what they did, and I was both had a prospector and a mole, right? I think I actually just sold my prospector to get the um, freelancer
Vulture.
max.
Oh,
No, the
yeah.
freelancer max, because I wanted a smaller ship than the caterpillar to go through and try to fill up whenever filling up with the
Yeah,
vulture.
yeah, yeah. The max
Uh,
is pretty decent.
Did 112 or 120 SCU of cargo
Yeah,
space on
120.
there, and it's easy load back. Like you can back up to it and just like fling them across, and you're good to go. And it stacks really well, and you can go through. And so what I did on the video that I put out today, that was like the NPC salvager with John Doe, that guy, was making it to where like I had that, and I just kind of did it as a solo. And so I had the freelancer over there, and I would move it across. But I had a hover quad inside there because they're really short and they fit pretty easily inside stuff. Right now, though, it's not even pulling up the salvage for the. Oh, hello. Random body. Um, but I was using that as like and stowing the hover quad in there so I can go through and kind of get back and forth between the station and the. Yeah, it's doing nothing. It's not pulling up anything for like the vultures inventory.
Hmm. Could just be the server. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
could be.
about every 10 minutes, this thing should update and let you sell more.
Hmm. Um, but with doing stuff like that, like just loading it across and having that stuff in there, and it kind of kills me because like I was talking with my buddy Panda, and I was talking with Hawks. We're at Hawks Gaming, and I was like, yeah, I'd like to go through and do have like 3 or 4 cats and do or 3 or 4 vultures and fill up a cat. And then I saw Citizen Kate put out a video like yesterday or today, and I was like, damn it, Kate. Granted, multiple people can do those, but it's still one of those things. Like she kind of like put the big video out first that I saw that did it.
Right?
Damn it, Kate messing up my plans, stuff I want to make.
Yeah, that
But
would be fun.
well, and the caterpillar, like if you had 4 vultures, the cat would be the perfect ship because you can go through and line up like 2 vultures on each side, and then open the opposite side, doors, like only one side of the doors for which side they're on, so they can load up nicely, and you can have them to where they're staggered, so nobody's worrying about like their inventory, and you can have a person on the inside going through and making sure they get stacked nicely, and you could fill up a vulture pretty quick because some of these spots that like me and Panda have found when we actually have been able to get on, which hasn't been very often with this patch. He's been having so many problems with this patch, but
Same.
like when we've both been able to get on, I found one that was like 14 fucking like medium to large size scraps for the vulture to salvage, and like those ones with the trawler motors or the trawler salvage heads on there go so freaking quick, and you can go through and literally we got through like 5 or 6 of them. I'm like, I'm full. We were throwing him in as MSR, but then we were having that problem where he couldn't go through and sell them at the TDD, which I found out today that apparently if you bedlog on the way to the TDD, that fixes that little bug, and then anybody like he could have sold him at Art or Area 18. But like
Hmm.
it's a lot of those things like working around, and like he's my party. I want him to be able to go through and sell these, but with them being sold and no questions asked terminals and stuff like that, it's kind of a pain.
Right, right.
So I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
really
I
interested to see
actually
the stuff
stole
that they come
someone's
up with.
C2 the other day, full of scrap. Ended up being like
Really,
6 mil.
that's fucking nuts.
It took forever though to transfer the boxes to a ship so that we could sell it.
I can imagine.
It was literally like 2 fucking hours.
Yeah, that's it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, if we blow it up, then we have less of a, you'll get like what they say, like 0 to 70% or something of the boxes that are in there,
Yeah.
but they would all be scattered. I don't know. It might be harder or more easy. I don't know how it would be.
Well, the first time we were just chucking them in there, and it blew up. So he brought a C2 again, and we literally gridlocked every box, and it sold just fine that time.
Yeah.
Actually, the guy was kind of dumb because he told me it was quant, and that's the reason why I stole his ship. I did, but it ended up being scrap. If I knew it was scrap, I might not have stole it.
That's crazy. I'm gonna see if I can try this again, or maybe I'll like pick up and land again. I don't know.
We could try Crew L4 if you want. They have a no. That's where I sell slam.
Oh yeah, over there
Yeah,
on
they have a
the.
no questions asked, and they can buy 50 boxes at a time.
That'll work. Da, 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 da.
I'm a BRB grab a drink while we're in flight.
Cool. You in back there?
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
To crew L4. Oh, do I have enough? Yeah, I'd have enough. He's on the floor.
Quantum drive is now on.
This has been a eventful stream that I did not expect, all because we just decided to go down and check out one of the yards at Walla. And a profitable stream as well.
Brio's Breaker Yard is actually the best place to sell slam, but I've never gone there without there being pirates there.
Yeah, and that's over on what, Daymar, yeah?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is, because the stupid commercial from Wookiee's channel. Help Scooter sent you down to Brio's Breaker Yard down here on Damer. I don't know if you've seen that one.
No, I haven't. But yeah, Crew L4 is where I go. It's usually safe.
I was trying the other day. We were going through, and I was kind of making different spots. And so we went to Crew 4 because somebody had mentioned that Crew 4, and then I think they said that Crew 5 had one at one point in time, but I don't know if that one's still active, like the no questions asked terminal. Because one on Crew 4 is inside the locker room, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, well, what other ones? Because that information is actually not easily available on like the Googles. I was trying to look for it and couldn't find it, so I was like, I kind of wanted to go through and bounce to all the ones. So I went to like the Mike L3, Mike L5, just to see, Mike L3 and Mike L4, to see if they had them out there. Because with them being so far out of the way of everything, I was like, well, it might be easy to salvage. Because the whole thought was, like, where can we sell scrap, or where can we sell RMC that we don't have to go all the way back down to a major city to the TDD. But the problem was we weren't able to go through and sell RMC at the no questions asked on like Crew L4. It was only for like slam and drugs and stuff like that. So
right.
So yeah, I think for at this point in time, because somebody was saying that you should be like at one point in time, whenever we were in PTU still, they were saying, hey, you should be able to go through and sell RMC at any Platinum Bay, which they do have the commodities terminal at the Platinum Bay, and you can buy it there for like $15K. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense because you sell it at TDD for 7,700, so that's not profitable. But yeah, I don't know. We were going around trying to figure out different places because I'm like, if we can go through and just go right outside of Crew L4 station and then pick up some scrap and then go right back inside Crew L4 station and sell it, like that'd be awesome. But the only place that I could see that you can sell RMC, not scrap, I'm sorry, RMC, is at the TDDs or at Burritos Breaker Yard or at uh, the salvage over on Walla where we were just at.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say Sanford and Sons, and I know it's not Sanford and Sons.
Yeah, I usually just suck it up and take it to a major city.
Yeah. Well, and not knowing before how to go through and do where it was showing red on most of the stuff. Because like last time Panda went to go through and try to sell out of his MSR, he was only able to sell like 2 or 3 of them out of the like 50 or whatever that we had in there. And it was just like, well, what the hell? And that's what I found out today. Yeah, the bedlog. Well, we haven't got to test that yet, but that's what I read today on. I think it was on Citizen Kate's video. Somebody in the comments was like, hey, this is how you do the fix for that. Bedlog on the way to like your TDD or whatever. And then and you don't even have to be gone for long. You don't have to switch servers. You just bedlog, come back in, and then finish your route to the to the TDD, and it'll work. It's worked every time for me. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good workaround to know because.
Yeah, I might have to try it next time. Usually we just say, the ship's bugged and move it all to a different ship.
Yeah, so a lot of that what that guy said is basically if you're going to go sell it at Area 18, basically stop mid route on Area 18, bedlog, come back in, and then finish your route and go. So if that's the fix for right now, that's good to know. You know what I mean?
Quantum drive is now off.
Especially since a lot of times whenever it was happening with us, like Panda was only able to sell like 2 or 3 out of the 50. That's a huge amount of money to not be able to sell. What, 350,000 roughly? Do they have security that'll stop you over here
at? Possibly. I haven't been stopped, but never say never.
Yeah, I see it more around the planets. That's why I'm like, oh. Like it makes sense
usually around
planets,
like major stations.
Yeah.
Quantum drive is now off.
BRB 1 sec.
Yep. 24 kilometers out.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Salvage, though. It's a pretty chill game loop to do.
Yeah, I dig it. It's
You are clear to launch.
not been ridiculously difficult. There's the tips that I want to go through and make like a tip video, but base it around to where it's set for shorts.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Things like making sure that you stop whenever it's creating, so that you're not wasting potential gains.
Right.
Kind of stuff. Just different things like that.
Landing gear down.
Things like all the locations of where you can buy the trawler heads, right? Cousin Crow's, Dumpers Depot on Area 18. Like all your major cities pretty much have them. But then there's a few other Platinum Bays that actually does have them. Stuff like that would be good to know. Letting people know that you can switch over and use the trawler heads as opposed to just the abate or the cinch. A lot of people don't even know that still. So that's something that'd probably be good for
Yeah, I
people to know.
tested with the trawler. It seemed like it sucked up the best out of all of them.
Yeah, well, I actually did the math on my salvaging guide for dummies or whatever video that I put out like during the PTU, and I actually did the math on it because of the size differences of the heads. Everybody thinks it's like, well, yeah, if you look at the cinch versus the evade, that's twice as big. But you're like, no, 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 no. It's like a magnitude of pi, right? So it's actually exponentially larger. So you go from a 1 meter salvage head to a 3.5 meter salvage head, and then to a 6 meter salvage head. Like it's a lot larger radius, and so it's not just like a multiple of two. It's like a multiple of 7 or 8 for the first one, and then I think it's a same magnitude up for the second one. So it's like they're like, yeah, it's less efficient, but it's basically going from like 89% to 70% or something like that for your efficiency. But when you're going with that large of a volume of it, like it actually really makes sense to go through and to get the salvage quick, to just get the trawler head, throw it on, cost yourself what 3,200 alpha UEC to to equip them. The one thing that I do wonder about, are you still in the ship?
No, I'm at the elevator.
Okay. The one thing I do wonder about, somebody I was talking
Vehicle
to
retrieval system.
yesterday or the day before yesterday said that they had lost, like somebody blew off their salvage head, like the I guess the body of
Please
it.
visit us again.
So I guess the was it brawler or something like that. I can't remember what the name of the salvage unit is. Not the head
Oh
itself,
yeah,
but
and
the
you
unit.
can't buy them, can you?
Yeah, you can't buy them, you can't replace them. So he went through and like claimed it and everything like that, and was still not able to do anything with it. And I was like, oh well. He's like, yes, I don't know how to fix that. Like I can't use my salvage. I was just like, that sucks.
Yeah, that would suck. I can't think of a fix really either.
Because yeah, he said he went through and tried to
melt it
claim his
and
ship
rebuy
and
it.
everything, and it just didn't work. Because I would think that would be the fix, right? Claim, like destroy the ship, claim it, you get a brand new ship. But he was saying like, no, that's not working. It's like, well, I don't know then. Definitely something that seems like that's a bug, because that should fix it. Maybe this server's just borked because it's not coming up with anything for the inventory over here.
Yeah, we can try server happen.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yo, real quick though, sit in this bench. I feel like there's got to be a use for this.
The fuck? Are you moving the bench?
Yeah. I put one of these in my Carrack.
That's nuts.
There's got to be a good use for it.
Hell, just extra seating on your on your ship.
Yeah, free seating.
I found out today that like the Cuddy Black and stuff like that, and there's another ship that they have the drop down seats in the back, like even the ones that are not the steel and everything like that.
Right.
And I'm like, why is that not an option in like every Drake ship, to where they just have the seats to where they drop down? Like, why is that not in the Vulture as well? Not that you have to use them, but that they're there just in case. All right, let's exit the menu and see if we can. What are we on? We're on 140. Leave this level and return to the main menu. To guarantee a change, I always go through and change it from like best to like Euro or Asian, Japanese. I don't know what this is.
I actually have lots of luck on Australia servers.
Really?
They're usually pretty good for me.
Let's try Australia then. G'day, mate. Back and cunt. In a time of love. I used to play with a bunch of Aussies back in my Minecraft days. And Barton Voltron. It was just every other word out of their mouth was fucking cunt.
fucking cut. What? Fuck.
Hell yeah.
It's just like, guys. And they're like, what? What, you guys don't say that? We're like, no.
Yeah, when I worked third shift, I gamed with Australians a lot. The butt crack of U.S. Dawn.
Laidfoot, how's it going, bud? I think 12 people is the most I've actually had as concurrent viewers on any of my streams. I'm trying to build up the channel, but it took a while. I actually got really pissed off with 3.18 taking so long to get some form of stability.
Right.
Just because I couldn't. I'm like, oh well, I need it to be stable to be able to record stuff for like the inverse news stuff or the anything like for characters and stuff like that, and like with the constant like character resets where you're having to constantly keep remaking your servers and you're losing all of your inventory and stuff like that. I'm like, I need this to be stable. I can't do much.
Overall, though, I'm not too displeased. Maybe at the very beginning it pissed me off, but lately it's been pretty good.
It's been really solid lately. The problem that I was running into was just that it was taking, like I said, so long to get to a point where it was stable. Like for the first, at least 4 or 5 days, you couldn't do shit like at all. And then it took me until I could get on, but it was like intermittent at best. There was still so many bugs and everything that was going on. So I don't know. It hasn't been terrible, and it's definitely now it's in a lot better place than it was. But there's still like stuff with Panda. Thank you. Friends not being able to get on because they're getting that weird server bug error. So yeah, I don't know. It's been weird. Leftfoot, I'm doing well. We've been streaming here for a little bit. No, it's still got no inventory on this server too, and we're in Australia now, so it's not like it's
the issues I was having. I've read on a thread somewhere they said to log out of the launcher and then go to the website, log out of that, wait about an hour, then log into the website first, then log into the game, and it fixed my ability to like I couldn't log in or anything. I had like infinite loading screen and shit.
Gotcha.
And that seemed to fix it. I logged out of both and waited and then logged back in.
Did you get any weird specific error, or was just the infinite loading screen? Because like Panda's been getting like the
just
40,014 or something like that. I think is or 40,016 is the bug that the
Does
load
he
error
have
he's been getting.
Player unstowed at all?
Well, it was doing that. Excuse me. It was doing that even before he can get to the main menu. Like as it was trying to load in, it was going through and giving him a 40,016 error, and he looked it up, and I looked it up, and it was saying something like March 16th. It came up with the issue council that were looking more at it, and they were saying like, oh yeah, we've noticed this, make sure to check the ports on your router. And we're like, bro, don't go through and try to push it off on the routers. Like Panda's been a backer almost as long as I have. I think he's been backing for 9 years, and we've been playing active since it first came out in 2015, to where it was actually some sort of a playable bit of the universe after the hangers, like, and never had an issue with it. But now it's like, oh, it's probably your routers. I'm like, no. don't call that bullshit, because I don't know, ports on a router like always are those one things where it's just like kind of seems more placebo to me if it's actually doing anything or not.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm like stuck in the wall.
What? Oh, you are falling. Wait, moving away. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm like EVAing through the station, but I'm like stuck.
How did you end up down there? Were you doing more stuff with the tractor beams and the?
I was fucking parkouring and slipped through the wall.
In stations, I don't do it. It's too dangerous. I wonder if this would have still came up if I didn't. Let's see. I don't have anything on me. I'll just wait on this screen for a minute, because maybe.
Yeah, you should get the notification that says like commodity price alerts or whatever.
Yeah, and then you go into your contracts. screen. Or your journal screen, I guess.
Well, what's weird though, it's not even showing it in your inventory. You should at least show
Yeah,
it.
well, and that's what I was kind of waiting for, because it's not even showing up my inventory, like the grid screen. You know what I mean?
You should try that bed log thing.
Like take the ship out, go a little bit of ways, and then
Maybe. I don't know.
I'll try it. See if that does anything. I don't know. I'll try to see if I can pull the ship back out and see if there's anything all. Metaphysical Bravo, how's it going? Also, Benny Nuts, how you do? How you do? How you do? We talked to the lady. I hate going to new stations because I always forget where I'm supposed to go. There it is. Literally right across the way.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
I want to know when they're going to get back to having it to where the cargo is actually reflective of how much cargo is on the ship. Like
What,
how
at the
full it is.
At the terminal?
Yeah, it used to work. Like, it used to actually
Yeah.
work. And
Yeah, I
then
noticed
it
that
just
too.
stopped working, and then they've never fixed it. I'm like, all right. Makes sense to me. Come on. I don't think this is a lag thing. I think they're having problems with their back end. 'Cause now it's not even like retrieving my ship. Hey, look, journal entry updated. Commodity price alerts.
It's not letting you pull your ship out.
Nah, I'm like locked to the retrieving vehicle screen.
Please visit us
yeah.
again. Goodbye.
But it also didn't. Like, I actually requested to. Oh no. I'm just gonna have to wait for try to have that load in, because if I push it again, then it'll do the duplicate and eat one of the ships, and I don't want it to eat the ship with all the slam in there. See if it says anything. I'm not gonna claim anything. I'm not gonna try to pull it. Drake Vulture on pad hanger 1. Okay. All right. We didn't touch anything. Good to go. See the plate of worms before. Populated all the pads with the shit because of that. Yeah, there was. Oh no, my slam is falling out the back of the ship.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That could have been part of the issue.
All right, let's try this. Slow. There we go. Close it. A lot of times the things that I was running to early on, whenever 3.18 came out and I was able to get in, whenever there were issues with the ships not loading, just waiting, it was just taking longer for them to populate the ships. And sometimes it took like up to a minute for them to actually populate, 2 minutes for them to populate. So it was just waiting for them to go through and hit that bit of information, get it loaded in. But people weren't waiting, and so it was like bop, 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 bop. I generally don't run Slam a lot. This all came about because I went down to go through and just kind of see what I could find on different planets. Went to the Samson and Sons yard, and there was a ship sitting there that was full of Slam. Technically 2 or 3, because the Corsair. There was 3. And Heisenberg said, "Hey, you can sell it over at Crew L4 too, because that shipyard wasn't letting us sell anymore." So we came over here to try and work it out.
What I love about this game is just like the random adventure.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing me and Panda talk about all the time. Like everybody goes there and says it's so buggy. And I'm like, half the times we have more fun trying to figure out the workarounds for the bugs in game, like being able to get in and do stuff, and not like the crazy bugs where it's just like, oh, you just can't do anything at this point in time. But the ones where you're just like, oh, the ship, kicked me out of the ship. Now it's the adventure of trying to get back into my ship before I freeze to death or run out of oxygen. Stupid shit like that. It's like those can a lot more times. I know that's not what they consider emergent gameplay, but half the time you're just trying to fix some error that happened.
Landing gear up.
Alright, let me just... No, that's why.
You want me to head to menu 2, or are you going to come back to this server?
I'm gonna come back on you, so stay in here and I'll just rejoin you.
Thank you. And please
Alrighty.
visit again.
Of course it's too close. Oh, let me change my route to clear route. Just set a random route so I can go through and bounce away really quick. Bed log. I think technically I only need to go to, 40 kilometers away from the station, but I think it's just better to kind of be out in the middle of nowhere. Seems to be a bit safer. There we go. I sold on Hurston too. There were no hostiles there. Brio's Breaker Yard on Daymar is closest, I guess. Yeah, so generally Brio's Breaker Yard is the place where I'd gone before. I'd never gone to the one over there on Walla, the Samson and Son, or Samson, son of a bitch. I think it is Samson and Son.
Yeah, Brio's is the best place technically, but it's contested a lot.
Yeah, it's just a whole lot of people usually around there. I mean, it's close to Crusader, or it's in Crusader space, and so you have Grim over there, and it's kind of just a hotbed for, good luck. We'll see what happens. It's a hotbed for emergent gameplay.
That hijack a lot. That's where they hang out. Brio's and Paradise Grove, I think it's called. That's the other place like Brio's.
Gotcha.
On Hurston, I believe.
Join friend. Okay, sweet. Actually worked. There's only 73 people on the server, so it was pretty easy to get back in. Isn't it Crew L5 that has the NQA terminal?
Crew L5 and Crew L4 has one, but Crew L5 will only buy like 10 boxes at a time.
Oh. And you said it's like every 10 minutes they should update to allow you to sell another. Like I said, I don't do a lot of the drug running in the game, so I've never really bounced with that. Like I generally it's a lot more industrial play that we do. Are you gonna kick me out of the ship? Do I have a helmet on? I have a helmet on. Okay. I was sitting up as I came in. It's always one of those nerve-wracking spots of like, am I going to be outside the ship or am I going to get up inside my ship? All right. Let me...
Your systems are online.
Hey. Set route. Corinth Reclamation on Hurston is the place. Somebody actually mentioned that last time whenever I was streaming that I can go there and try over there. My thing is I was and we were talking about this a little bit earlier. I don't know if you were not here on that spot. So me and my buddy Panda were talking about trying to go through and find places to where we can sell RMC
Quantum drive is now off.
outside of having to go through and do. There we go.
Thank you.
Outside of having to go all the way back down to a TDD or to Brio's Brickyard or
Please proceed to assigned landing.
basically back down to a main planet.
Landing gear down.
I haven't found anywhere else. So a lot of information was coming out because of the commodity kiosks in the Platinum Bays, and so whenever we were still in PTU, everybody was saying, "Yeah, and you'll be able to sell it at any place, at any Platinum Bay," which is wrong. You can only buy from those. You can't sell to those, and you can only buy for them from for 15K or something like that, which is like twice the price of what you can sell them for at a TDD. So I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. So I don't know if that functionality is just not in yet. But also, logically, that would make it really freaking OP to be a salvager, because then you could literally go outside of, Arc L2, salvage, fly back to Arc L2, go inside, run up to the TDD and sell, or the Platinum Bay and sell. And even if it was something where it's like, oh, well, it's not for as much, then it would still be something where you could sell. Even if it was like Brio Brickyard prices and it was like 5,500, or even if it was 5,000, the fact that you're not having to go through and get into atmosphere and all that other bullshit, like, that would make it to where it's ridiculous. But I still would like something to where I didn't have to go all the way down.
Sir, I hear you.
Wait, you want to join our Discord?
What's that?
You're getting invites.
I'm in a call right now.
My apologies, jumping in front of you.
I'll put my username in global.
Hey, that worked. The bedlog thing worked.
Oh, are you over here? I don't see you.
I'm standing right between you and this dude that was offering to join his Discord or whatever.
Oh, is it letting you sell it?
Yeah, but I think I maxed it, so it's got 7 SCU that I can't sell. But I was able to. Damn, I should have actually seen how much we had on there.
Well, that's ETAM.
Wait, what's ETAM?
It's just a different drug.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even look at the pricing.
ETAM's not quite as good as Slam, but it's pretty good. What's that?
I've got 10 more to sell. I've sold most of it. It's just the last little bit.
So he's the reason why we can't buy right now or sell right now.
Probably contributing to it, yeah.
Metaphysical, I try to sell. So the last couple weeks have been with the 3.18 being kind of messed up and everything like that. I haven't streamed much. And the last week I've been really sick. You can still kind of hear it in my voice where it gets froggy. I'm getting past that. So I try to stream once or twice a week, usually on one day throughout the week, and then usually on Sundays I'll try to go through and stream as well.
You guys selling much as well?
Honestly, we just came over here to try from Samson and Son, like the over on Walla, because we ran out of
what we could sell over there, so we were going to try it over here. But I had to do the whole bed log thing to fix it to where it could actually show my inventory on the screen again. So I just came in and was able to sell some, but I think we have to wait for the next tick.
Yeah, it's a bit pooey. I was selling at I can't remember the other planet's name. Hang on, I've got it written.
Brio's Breaker Yard on Daymar.
Yeah, that's the one. And I sat there for like 15, 20 minutes. No updates. It's broken.
Trying to do the bed logging actually did help with me, at least on this one. So it's like when you're basically on your way to the station or wherever you're going to sell at, just out in the middle of space, bed log, come back in and finish out your route. And that does seem to help, but I don't know how much.
I thought you lose all your prohibited items if you log like that.
I don't think so. I mean, I just did it and it worked, so I didn't lose anything.
My mate crashed. He logged back in, everything was gone.
A crash might be different than a log, because also in that same sense too, like I made sure that I was in a party so I could come back into the same server. Like maybe when you came back in after a crash, you went into a different server, and that's why you might have lost all your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I think you also altered forward because you fell through the floor of the planet.
Gotcha. Yeah, that'll do it.
It's back in demand.
The drug runner's corner.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is that seedy part of the station where, you know, things happen.
Heisenberg here, making this purest form of fucking slam.
Yeah, it's got that blue tint.
Love it. Well, time to go buy some more. Yeah, it's all back in stock, guys.
Where you been buying it at?
I like Jumptown just because it's less risky.
Yeah, that's where I go to.
Back of the head.
Yeah, I'll buy Widow while I'm waiting for more Slam.
Yeah, same. Yeah, you see me there, don't shoot me.
I haven't seen nobody there since I've been doing it.
Yeah, I've been doing it all day.
I usually just hope I don't get shot.
Yeah,
Is it just so that because nobody's really on, or do you? It used to be just like ridiculous trying to get around anywhere. Like it was always packed, or at least on the U.S. servers.
When I started
Most people
today,
don't want to dick with going all the way to Jumptown.
Yeah, that's true. That's the reason I'm going there, just to try and avoid the risk of getting shot in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't shoot you guys if you go there. Just don't shoot me. I've got the little Connie constellation out there.
As long as you go to the Nerdy Gentleman on YouTube and you check out some of the videos on there. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, he'll serenade you.
I need to make a drug running song, and maybe with Drake Nelson, a little country song about running drugs and avoiding getting shot in the back of the head.
What was it?
The Nerdy Gentleman.
The Nerdy Gentleman.
The Nerdy Gentleman, I'll look that now. Just...
Yeah, all one word. So. Nose is freaking killing me, man. Let me see if I can sell any.
You got to quit using the product. Just sell it.
I know, right? What's that?
I want to go make another run of Slam and Widow. I'll see you out there if you're going to the same place.
I appreciate it, bud. Have a good one. If we don't see you.
You too.
Yeah, so he's probably doing that bug I was telling you about.
Got you, because of the whole
He's going and buying a shit ton of Slam for super cheap and then selling it here.
That's nuts, man. And it's not like, I get it, like it's in the system, like people take advantage of it and everything like that, but it's one of those things where I'm like, at a point it goes through and it does take some of the fun out to where you're like, oh, now I can go through and buy every ship because I have, you know, millions and millions and millions and millions because of a weird workaround. Like,
I wouldn't say this one's that OP. I know what you mean though.
Yeah, I mean, because at least with this one you're still limited on like, well, your ship size is only this big, you can only put this much on there.
Yeah, and you can only sell 50 at a time, and yeah.
Yeah, so there are kind of limitations that are built into this one, but still, it's one of those ones where it's just like, it's kind of like the one that Hawks was talking about with the
mining and being able to go through and like duplicate.
Yeah, I heard of that one too. I
Yeah,
haven't
so like
tried
you
it
can
though,
duplicate
but
it on whenever from your prospector or your mole to the refinery, and then you can duplicate it again from the refinery to your cargo ship to haul it someplace.
yeah,
And so you're taking one load and quadrupling it, and it's just like, I want them to fix those things, not to screw people over, but it's one of those things that's just like, whenever they do catch on to it, it's later on down the line. They're going to be like a month or two, and they're like, oh, we figured these things out, and we need to fix these. Evening, Christopher. FG, how's it going? But they like those things. Whenever they do find them out, like they're gonna go through and have to do a wipe at that point in time, and people are gonna be like, "But my ships, my stuff," and you're like, "Yeah, I mean, realize that not everybody was taking advantage of it, but it does make it to where." I guess for me, I'm of the mindset like I'd prefer to have a much more difficult experience in a video game and get the enjoyment of still excelling or prospering or whatever at it than hey, here's everything. It's just like back in the Minecraft days, it was I hated creative mode, and we always did everything on the videos on my channel, on the Dream River 23 channel. We did everything legit, like you actually had to go through and do everything. And they're like, yeah, it'd be so much quicker if we just did it in creative mode. I'm like, yeah, but then nobody cares because they can just do it in creative mode as well. But like going through the process of mining out everything, refining everything, getting all the process done, and doing it that way. While at the end of the day, most people on the video aren't even going to care, but the people that do care really care that it was done legit. Like you actually took the hours to go through and get it done. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it's neither here nor there, but it's just.
Were you around for the AV bug?
In
Star Citizen.
The AV bug.
Yeah, that one was a lot more severe because you could make like 30 million every time.
Holy shit!
That was in like 316, I believe.
I know that I didn't do a lot of play in 316. So me and Panda, we did a lot with 314 and 315, and then we took a break for a while because Panda was actually getting set up more in school, and so we were taking a break from that. And I think we were doing a lot more Diablo at that point in time too, because that was 316 was what, like 3 years ago, which sounds nuts because 317, like it seems like we're in 317 forever. I think we were in 317 for like a year and a half, 2 years. That's ridiculous. I'm just saying, on the screen, like seeing you rotate, homed it around. He's like, man, I was just trying to sit here on the chair. Look at my mobile. What happens if people get off while you're doing that?
Well, I'm not sure.
Can I sit beside this guy?
I know you can use it to like glitch through doors.
So like lift it up so I'm not going to glitch through the ceiling or through the floor. Oh my goodness. All right, and I'm going to just try to... Yeah, okay. Yeah, you just fall off. All right. That's ridiculous looking. I just gotta say, it's like what are those, like the gyroscopes, that they put people on at like the fairs and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Or like training NASA astronauts. You're like, yep, hold on, Jim. Oh, so dumb. All right, I think I am just gonna wrap up the stream right here. Everybody that's in the stream and joining, I do appreciate you guys being here. It's been a really fun stream. I'm gonna have to go through and cut this one up and edit it down. I should have been recording this the whole time, but I was just streaming. I didn't do the recording side of it because those video files start to get pretty large when you're doing like a 3-hour stream, 3.5-hour stream. But I will go through and cut this down so we can go through and kind of have some of the highlights and put those up on just as videos on YouTube. It's been ridiculous. I did not expect to go down there and find a Cutlass Black full of slam, and then the adventure of trying to get into the ships and getting knocked out of my ship because I fell. It's been a whole lot. But that's going to wrap it up for this time, guys. I do appreciate you being here and joining me. Until next time, this is the Nerdy Gentleman reminding you to game happy. Thank you, Heisenberg, for joining me and helping me out with a lot of this stuff. And you guys can go through. You have your channel. Is it SC Homies? Is your YouTube channel based on SC Homies or?
We don't really have a YouTube. We're just a Discord community, I guess, public server.
So it's good to go through and plug the SC Homies server.
Yeah,
Check out
Homies, yeah.
So SC Homies on Discord, you can go through and check it out. They do have a lot of really cool people over there, and every time I am in there, it always seems on a Discord server. But I will see you guys next time. I will be streaming on Sunday. Is the next time that's like a guaranteed stream. I try to go through and do streams throughout the week, but it's kind of hit or miss depending on how much work I have and everything like that going on. But I will see you guys next time. And yeah, love you all, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.
Bye, stream.
Gentlemen,